Hey guys, it's the Ivy League. What am I doing wearing a nursing cap? Well, this is not part of my school uniform, but I am going to show you what is part of my school uniform this year. Hey guys, it's the Ivy League here, and today I'm going to show you the things that I have got for my uniform. Some of them go in the uniform, and some of them are the uniform. So first I'm going to start with the things that are going to go in my pockets or on my uniform. And some of them I don't have yet. Some of them I have to wait till orientation, which is March 21st to get. We pick up our stuff that day. So I can kind of describe it because I know what they look like. They have told us, but some of them we don't have. So I'm going to show you what I have right now. And there's still plenty of time because technically I don't start school until the first week in May, first Monday in May. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. The first thing is the things that I have to write on to take notes that are going to go in my lab coat pocket. And that is the gold dot notepad and the polka dot pen by Kate Spade. And I got these for Christmas. You probably saw these in my Christmas vlog, so those are going to go in there. And then I also have the 2015 Pocket Drug Guide for Nurses by Lippincott. And this is the best pocket drug guide I have found. I used something really similar when I took pharmacology, and so I needed something that would fit in my pocket to just, open it up and check something out on the fly. It has basically everything that you would find in a drug reference. So it doesn't have every medication. It has 1,500 of the most common medications, which I really love. And it also includes 40 new approved drugs that you might see coming down the line as you're out in your clinicals. And the next couple things I got from indiepocket.com, and they sent me these to try out, and I have to tell you guys, these are awesome, these resources that I have here. The first one is the Rapid Id Lanyard, and it comes with a lanyard and the Rapid Id card set for nurses and a clear pouch. What I'll use the pouch for probably is, what I use the pouch for while I'm at work, I'll put my CPR card in here along with, if I'm going to buy lunch, I'll put my debit card in here. If I have cash and we're going to go to eat lunch, or I need maybe a soft drink out of the machine or something like that, I'll put that money in here. You can also put, wouldn't put a whole lot of change in here, but if you put, maybe $1 or so in quarters or something like that, it won't rattle too much, and you can go out to a soft drink machine and grab yourself a drink during your shift, something like that. These Rapid Id cards are really amazing. I'm just going to go through them real quick so you guys can see them. The first one is the body planes, as the body is divided up. The second one is the SIRS, the Systemic Inflammatory Response Syndrome, sepsis criteria. And then we have the pain scale in faces, numbers, and definitions. It also has it in Spanish. So I don't typically need to use anything in Spanish because I actually speak fluent Spanish. So I typically will just ask that. The next card has pocket conversions, and it converts pounds to kilograms, temps from Fahrenheit to Celsius, height from inches, feet and inches to centimeters, vice versa, mass, volume, and length. And the next one's really cool. This is oxygen systems. So basically it gives you every type of oxygen system, such as a bag valve mask, nasal cannula, non-rebreather, that kind of thing. It tells you in the next column the maximum amount of liters per minute you can give the patient and percent O2 you can give. It also gives, information about why you would use a particular system over something else. So just a little bit of a refresher for respiratory. The next one is laboratory tubes. So it gives here each kind of lab you could order, and then it shows you the color too. But it's great to know because if you're, doing your clinical and a nurse asks you to draw a lab or something like that, and maybe you haven't gotten the sticker yet, or your facility does not do bedside stickering, then you would know what color tube you need to take with you when you do that. Or this has happened a lot actually. Someone will call out from the operating room because I work in an area with an operating room, and they'll say, "Hey, I need you to grab me the stuff that we need for a PT PTT." So you look on here and you see that PT PTT is light blue with the sodium citrate in it. So you get the light blue tube with the sodium citrate in it. And the next one is, the whole next card actually, is lab values. We have ABGs, CBC, chemistry on the back, and liver functions. And then the next one is the Richmond Agitation Scale, and on the back of that is EKG interpretation. So this is a handy little guy to have clipped. You can keep it in your pocket, I suppose, but I'm going to keep it just right on my name tag. It's a great resource, and you know, you never know when it's going to come in handy. I've actually already used it a whole bunch, and I haven't even really started school yet, you know, just at my job. So it's a great resource. You should check them out. It's mdpocket.com, and I think you're really going to enjoy, if you liked the Rapid ID card, you're really going to enjoy the next thing. This is the white coat clipboard for nurses, also by MD Pocket. And you can see it has kind of the same resources on here, the conversions, EKG, more EKG, pain scale here. Sorry, I'm doing everything backwards. Pain scale here. There's rulers up and down both sides. And then on the reverse, we have the labs here, and then the normal ABG values, and IV gauge usages, which is actually not in the cards, but this is actually a great resource as well. It tells you what you would need each gauge for, and you have injection sites here, which is awesome, and the people gauges underneath, and they can actually they can engrave this for you with your name, so it doesn't get stolen. Not that it won't get stolen, it's just a lot harder to steal with your name on it. And the best part of this is that it opens up into a full-size clipboard, and there's bands that you can buy to go along the bottom and keep your papers tucked in. It does hold 15 sheets of paper, and it holds 15 that you can close it a little bit more, and it's not going to close it as well. But if you put 15 sheets on this, you can close it, and it won't put any creases in your paper. You can keep almost all of your paperwork for your clinical, if you're allowed to use a clipboard, directly in your pocket, because it fits perfectly in a lab coat pocket. That's why they call it the white coat clipboard. So check this out. It's also on mdpocket.com. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the uniform for the Psych Rotation, which is, I think, going to be my third rotation, but I went ahead and we had some money that I got back from school. So I went ahead and used that. I turned around and used it in the bookstore to get my uniform. And the Psych uniform is different than our other uniform. Our other uniform is completely white. White top, white bottom, white undershirt, white socks, white underpants, white lab coat. And so this other uniform is for when we go to psych. They say that the all white may give the patients more anxiety, so we dress down kind of like a business casual. We have a polo that's in our school color, and it's super soft. It is by Cutter and Buck, and it was pretty pricey. It's actually $42, but that was what we had to have. And I only got one because our clinical is only going to be 1 day a week. So I figure I can do laundry once a week. It's not a big deal. And then I also got some khaki pants that were required, and these are by Morona. And they're also super soft. Morona is the Target brand, and I think I didn't get them last year. I got them the year before that for something else. So I want to say they were probably like $19.99. They were on sale at Target. I don't know if they have anything similar. I haven't really shopped for clothes at Target in a while. So that's where you can get those. Everything doesn't have to be like super expensive. Some of the things that you can buy are really cheap. For example, I actually went ahead and bought all my school uniforms instead of buying them through. You can buy them through school at our school, but they are crazy expensive. and I actually get a discount because I work at a hospital, so we get a discount at one of the scrub stores here in town. So I wanted to go ahead and use that. It was like 20% off, 30% off, something like that. So why don't I not do that? And I can also actually pick scrubs that look good on me instead of, I don't want to look like a tube, just like straight down or boxy, whatever you want to call it. I'm a chick. I want to have some shape. So that's how I actually used that discount to buy all of my scrubs, my clinical bag, some of the stuff that I had to have in my clinical bag. And you guys will see that in a couple of weeks. I'm going to do a what's in my clinical bag with just stuff that I've had to get so far. You'll see that. So I used it for all that, and it was, oh, my shoes. I got my shoes. So it was a better deal in the end than actually buying the stuff from the bookstore. If I bought it from the bookstore, it probably would have cost about $500 to $600, which is a lot. But considering how expensive school is, I just thought we'd do it and get a little bit of a discount. So the first thing I'm going to talk about are my shoes that I bought. These are the Grey's Anatomy Soft Walk, and these are super comfortable. I was really hesitant to buy these because of the seam on the front. I'm not a big fan of the seam on the front. You can have a seam on the side or in the back, but I can't stand it on the front. So I jumped in, gave in, tried these, and I'm so glad I did. These are like walking on pillows. I've never felt a more comfortable shoe in my life. I actually wore them to work one night, but I was afraid that they would get scratched, so I haven't worn them since then. But these are great. These are great shoes, and they come in all colors. So if your school requires black, they come in black. They come in blue to match your scrubs if your facility requires that your shoes match your scrubs, which I know some do. They come in all colors, and these are awesome. This is the Meredith design, I guess you would call it, style. This is a Meredith style as a Meredith gray. So these are great. They're going to be great for long shifts, especially since some of our clinical days are going to be 12 hours at a time. So I needed something super comfortable. I have tried Danskos before, but they are a little too heavy for my feet, and I don't like how your feet slip in them. I don't care for that. That being said, at one time, I was a big Dansko fan. I probably have 7 or 8 pairs of Danskos now. I just don't want to wear them. These are way more comfortable, super light, super cushy, and that's what I chose to get for the shoes. So because our program has really strict instructions on what we can wear or can't wear, I bought Hanes socks. Actually, I got these for Christmas. Big Christmas for me this year. I asked everyone for something for school instead of something I was never going to use, or some kind of little trinket that I would not be able to use. This definitely was way more needed for us, or for me. So we got Hanes socks and Hanes underpants. Huge granny panties. They're not that big. But these are actually no wedgie granny panties. It said so on the label. So I'm hoping that that is true, that they are truly no wedgie. Because we all know that nothing sucks more than being at work and having a wedgie in your patient's room. So also with the underclothes, we can wear a shirt underneath. Plain white tank is typically what I wear when I go to work anyways. So it worked out because I had tons of those. Also, it gets fairly cold where we live sometimes. So these are long underpants, and these are by Cuddle Duds. Actually, when they're on, they look like tight, just a capri, something like that. And these are the white version. They're Climate Right by Cuddle Duds, so they wick away sweat and keep you warm. So I have the bottom and the top. We can wear a long shirt that sticks out past our uniform as long as it's white. So this worked out well. I actually had these from work before because it gets so cold in the mornings when I leave. So this is the top, and it's super silky, super smooth, feels good on. It doesn't keep you too hot underneath your scrubs. Just is a nice undergarment outfit kind of thing. So we had to have 2 lab coats. This is the first one, and it's a long one. You can see this is by Meta. It has a bunch of pockets. This is my favorite one because it has a little pen holster here and a pocket up top to put your notepad in. You can put your name tag on either side. It's got a lot of little pockets here, which is probably my favorite part of that. I have a Dickies one, which I don't like as well. The Dickies one has a lot of pockets in it. It's shorter because we also had to have a short one. It's a fair amount shorter. It stops at the hip. And the difference between this one and the Meta one is that in the back of the Meta lab coat, there's a princess seam. So it kind of puffs out a little bit, makes you look a little bit more feminine. Not too terribly. It's not showing off your goodies. It's not, making people talk about you. It just is a little bit more feminine, which is something that I wanted in a lab coat. I know it's not something you really find, but that's something that I wanted. My tops that I got are also Grey's Anatomy, and they're plain white. Arco makes these, and you can see on the back they have these little snaps, and I chose this style versus the tie style because these are large, and I'm technically, up top I'm a large, but around the middle I'm a medium, so I needed to be able to kind of customize. I needed the large for the top, but towards the middle I can just snap this on the lower snap and have a little bit of a better fit around the midsection, which also helps to keep me looking less boxy. So I had 2 tops. I got 2 tops, and they're both the same. I didn't want to have to worry about, not liking one or the other. So I just got 2 of the same thing. And I got the matching pants also by Grey's Anatomy by Parco, and those are great. Also, they're super smooth, super soft, and they have the elastic in the back, the drawstring in the front, lots of little pockets. They are not cargo pants, so they don't have pockets down the side, but I'm not a fan of cargo pants. They also are boot cut, which I like. They're not tapered down at the bottom because I don't like tapered scrubs. I know a lot of people that I work with wear the kind with the elastic around the ankle, and that drives me crazy. I can't stand it. I've actually tried them. Not for other people, just for me. It's not an Ivy League thing for me. I just don't like it. I don't like being constricted around my ankles, basically. So the next part of our uniform, sorry, I'm talking and grabbing at the same time. The next part of the uniform that we had to get, we're going to be going into doctor's offices, so we had to get something that was business professional. So, and a lot of this stuff I got online from, believe it or not, eBay. eBay, some of it I got from eBay. Some of the business outfits I got from Threadflip, which is an app for your phone. You can sell and buy different, really anything, clothes, jewelry, shoes. So some of this I got from there. This is a dress. This is by Toka. This is sold in Anthropologie stores. It's a cute little satin, it's silk shift. I'm going to pair it with maybe a colorful little belt here and with my lab coat and some shoes. That's going to look really nice. So I have a bunch of dresses that I bought like that. 2 black ones, this one, and it has, my favorite part is the little pleat in the back. It's got a little pleat in the back, so it'll swish. And then the shoes. These are the shoes that I got to go with that. And these are from Charlotte Russe. They have some ruching along the side and a little velvet bow on the toe, which I think is awesome. These have a little bit bigger heel than I'm used to, but I've actually been walking around in them. They were brand new when I got them, and I actually got them from a thrift store, which is crazy because these are literally brand new, never been worn. They weren't even scuffed on the bottom. They're barely scuffed now, and I've been wearing them around the house to try to scuff them up a little bit. But these are super comfortable. They're cushy, and I think that, for a day in the office, that'll look very sweet. I also have these are also Morona that I got from Target. These are more of like a, say, 40s style shoe. They have a button on top with an elastic. I also really like these. These are very comfortable. They have a tread on the bottom, which is great for, winter months, whatever, something like that. and you can't tell they have a tread on them from the top or the front if you're looking at someone wearing them. So that's basically my uniform. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below, or you guys can head up the website, and I have linked to everything that I've shown you today, except for the stuff that I got on from the thrift store, because you never know what you're going to find at the thrift store. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.